I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. So I've been up all night, like almost all night. But something around, it was around 3 this morning where I had a moment of clarity. My problem isn't my problem. My problem is my attitude about my problem. Courtesy of Captain Jack Sparrow. That hit me last night. Anyhow, I got some peppers from Jacob Deathridge from Deathridge Peppers. I'm going to eat them. And I'm telling you, today is going to be a better day than yesterday. Tonight on After the Burn, I've got my guest Tom Broom from Seriously Hot Peppers. It's going to be a fun one. Eager to interview him, so it's going to be a good time. Let me show you the peppers I got today from Jacob Deathridge. I've got a Gold Apocalypse. Just an incredible pepper, really beautiful. I really am actually very excited to eat all these. This one is a mustard, a Deathridge mustard. This is gonna be a fun one. I'm gonna eat that half first and then that half, or maybe this half first. One's gonna taste green, one's gonna taste so much better because it's ripe. It's how the sun kind of plays with it, the way it's on the vine, on the plant. And this is a pepper I've never had before. It's a mustard nagla. I don't think I've had it. You know what? I might have had it, who knows? I've eaten a lot of peppers. You know the problem? Yeah. I feel like a wicked coward when I'm sitting in front of here griping about stuff. I don't want to be that guy. I really don't. So, I'm over it. This one's gonna be blocked because of the shadow. Look at that. Hey, you know, it was my finger blocking it. Look at that. Aren't they pretty? Beautiful color. And they're late season pods, so they just taste better. All right, so I think Jacob Deathridge still has some pods, so if I were you, and I'm not, but if I were you and I wanted some pods, boy, I'd reach out to Jacob today. The mustard nagla. I'm Johnny Scoville. Getting a hold of things. This is Chase the Heat. You know, that was, okay, it was a mustard pod, but it was very, very green. So I kind of went into that pod assuming it was going to have a very green flavor. If you've had green pods, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, because mustard pods have a different flavor. I don't know if it's because it's late season and they stay on the vine longer, but that green pod tasted way more mustard-like than I was expecting. Very odd, huh? Really just delightful. No bitterness, no floral notes, no earthy tones. Of course, it was also no sweetness. It was just hot, fruity. Honestly, it wasn't floral or bitter. It was just a fruity, hot pepper. Okay, so I'm going to eat this one now. This is mustard Deathridge, or Deathridge mustard. Now this is a fascinating one because this is very green on one side and very mustard on the other. All right. So we've got two halves of the exact same pod. It doesn't even look like the same pepper. One is very mustardy and one is green. So I'm gonna eat the green side first. And it doesn't taste like a green pod, it tastes like a mustard pod. I thought it was going to taste greener. Here's the mustard side of it. Well, that does taste more mustardy. The green side tastes mustardy, but this one's wicked. Now, if I put the whole pepper in my mouth, those two sides would have kind of just blended up, and it would have been kind of a mixture of the two. This is the one I'm most excited for today's video. It's the Gold Apocalypse. It is wicked pretty. What a very, very pretty pepper that is. So as a revelation, my problem isn't even about my problem. Do you ever get like that? Yeah, when I find myself complaining about stuff, I beat myself up for. I don't want to be a complainer. I need to toughen up. That's where the Jack Sparrow part comes in. Ooh. How pretty is that? Seriously, will you look at that? Isn't that pretty? I don't know if it's the lighting or what, but that is a pretty pepper. Apocalypse Gold. The juiciest of the three, that's for sure. That sort of had a mustard flavor to it, the Gold Apocalypse. It's a weird thing to describe mustard. It's sort of green, that green flavor, but a more ripened version of it, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. Very flavorful and juicy. Now, the three were pretty hot. All three were about... I'd say the last one was the hottest, actually. The Nogla was hot, so was the Deathridge Mustard, but the last one was the hottest, I think. And the first two burned my mouth, the last one's burning my throat. So I want to apologize. I'm sorry for griping and whining. I'm going to fix it. Half the battle is knowing what you're dealing with, you know what I mean? Like, it was almost 3 last night when I had that revelation. I'm like, it's like I was seeing that movie in my head. Problem isn't the problem. The problem is your attitude about the problem. I mean, I was like, So I just got to do a paradigm shift and change my attitude because it sucks. But I'm going to do that today. That's what I'm going to do today. All right, so listen. Those pods were lovely. Jacob Deathridge is a great grower. We're at the end of the pod season, folks. Fortunately, I have some friends growing this year inside. But it's the end. This is the end of the pod season. So you have an opportunity right now to still get some hot peppers. What? Click the link below. Talk to Jacob Deathridge. He's a good dude. You'll see all the normal stuff at the end. I'm going to fix it. You watch. Thanks for your support. I love you guys. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this was Chase the Heat.